Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Hearthstone Mercenary's Mythic Boss Rush level 420 day 2 is actually another pretty good farming day. The day opens with Garr and the next boss is the Curator, so you have a couple of alternatives. If you have a really good artillery strike, 220 damage, or you're lucky enough to roll it on Rogers, then you can actually do this one with Malchezaar comp as well, and it's just Malchezaar and boom. Free Renown. Or if your artillery strike is a little weaker and you want to be a little bit more solid, then you can also do this with a Khadgar comp that will kill the first two bosses and then artillery strike handles the rest. First of all, the Khadgar comp, I did my first clear with this one myself. So I'm using Khadgar with Bitter Chill, I'm using Geddon with Mark of Conflagration, I'm using Genn with Gilnean Strength, and then I have on the bench 3 artillery strike mercs. The equipment doesn't really matter on those ones. So against Garr, Khadgar is just going to use Heartfire every turn, Geddon is going to use Inferno, and Genn is going to alternate between Beastly Beauty and Spacemaker, so that you will get healing on all of your characters, you will get some stat buffs on all of your characters, and Geddon is just going to handle the fight. And then if you don't get enough artillery strike to kill the Curator, then in the Curator fight you will want to get to infinite roots. So Khadgar want to use Heartfire, Khadgar want to use Blizzard, opens with Blizzard, turn to his Heartfire, so that Genn is going to summon the Taunt to tank that one. And from there you're pretty much set. Sometimes the Curator can summon a Twin Twin, which can kill you, but other than that you're pretty much set, and then you have some artillery strikes coming, so that's that. But there's also a super fast way if your artillery strike is good enough, and that is with a Hooktusk Malchezaar comp. So I'm using Hooktusk with Prop Knife, Medivh with Unstable Runes, Malchezaar with Parrying Blade. This time I don't want to make the enemy caster slower. Then I have, well, Genn, Voone, Rogers, just for artillery strike. So the idea here is that Hooktusk is going to Cutthroat Negotiations Garr on turn 1, make Garr bleed, and then you're just going to pass until Garr decides to Blade Flurry. And on the turn when Garr decides to Blade Flurry, you're going to Cutthroat Negotiations Garr again, you're going to attack with the Arcane Ward, so that it counters itself, and you're going to use all realities. And the effect of that is going to be that Garr is going to kill all 3 of your mercenaries, and Garr is going to die to the bleed effect, which means that you have only 3 mercenaries left. All of them can get artillery strike, and if your artillery strike is good enough, 220 damage needed for the next fight, then boom, you're just winning. And this is what the Malchezaar strategy looks like in action. So here we go into Garr. We get the Team Malchezaar in. Note that they don't even need any upgrades, only the artillery strike needs to be upgraded for this one. So on turn 1 this is going to get countered, and we're going to use Cutthroat Negotiations on Garr so that we get the bleed rolling. Alright, here comes the bleed, and then we're just going to pass until Garr decides to use Blade Flurry. I think it's something like turn 3 or 5 or something when it's the first chance, and then there are other opportunities later, so we just wait until Blade Flurry is confirmed. So come on Garr, there's the Blade Flurry. Now we want to do Cutthroat Negotiations again, we want Arcane Ward to counter itself, and we want to do all realities. And boom, the result will be a bunch of dead mercs and also a very, very dead Garr to the bleed. And after that, it's just roll for artillery strike and farm. If your artillery strike is good enough, this is super, super fast Renown. Like, boom, that was Garr. And another one with no artillery strike, come on. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.